Hi, welcome. I'm Zvara, and this is my son Ivan. He is 4 weeks old, and this video is in tribute to all my postnatal moms. Now, regardless if you're postnatal or not, or you have a little one, this workout is going to be a great program for anybody. But for those of us that have little ones at home, we find it really hard and really difficult to be able to exercise or get moving, and we kind of use them as an excuse a lot. So as you can see, I have a Moby wrap on, or you could use a sling, or you could use a chest pack carrier, or maybe if your little one is napping, this might work as well. I have him in the kangaroo hold, and as you can tell, he's pretty content for the time being, although I can't make any promises that he might not make a little squeal every once in a while. And if you have little ones at home, you learn to deal with it. All right, let's begin. Let's start in a standing position with our feet facing forward, and if you need to look, grab baby's head, tip forward, and just make sure that the toes are forward. Pelvis is in neutral. So if you're a mom, you're noticing that a lot of times we start to position our body in funky ways in order to support the infant. And I really want you to start using your core to do that. So that means that with pelvic neutral, when I contract the pelvic floor, inevitably after that, I'm going to feel my gluteus maximus contract. But I don't want you just to squeeze your butt cheek, so to speak. I want that to be an internal action triggering an external function. All right, so from that parallel position, neutral pelvis, inhale, take a nice deep breath and extend your left leg forward, toes and knees stay up to the sky. Exhale, contract the pelvic floor, bring the leg back to center. Focus on keeping the hips level, hands on the hips if necessary. Inhale and exhale. Now I'm feeling my base glute contract. Inhale and exhale. Foot stays flexed so the leg is toned. When I extend the leg, I'm not tipping back, nor am I folding forward. Inhale, because on the exhale, I want you to engage. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. I have a little bonus weight here of roughly about 9 pounds that I'm going to really try to keep my front core contracted. 2 more in order to support that, so I'm not just using my back muscles. Last one. We'll alternate here. And again, firm base leg, firm glute, firm core, pelvic floor. And again, inhale and exhale. I'm not externally rotating my moving leg because I don't want to overdo my hip flexor. I really want my pelvic floor and transversus to be the reason that the leg is lifting and lowering. Nice. 5 more. Inhale. Focus on your core. And when I say that, you know what I mean if you've been watching my videos. Height is irrelevant. Form and function are important. Last one. Nice. Now we're going to move out to what would be your left. Again, keeping level hips, neutral pelvis. Try not to tip what would be your right. Keeping the toes forward again so we're not overdoing the hip flexor. We're working IT band. The gluteus maximus actually feeds down the side of the leg to about mid-thigh. So we're feeding that muscle here. And again, if you're feeling lower back or upper glute pain, the pelvis is most likely misaligned and you're recruiting the wrong muscles. Here we go. Really stand tall out through your right leg because that leg's working just as hard. If you need to, toe touch down. And again, this is not a really big movement. 5 more. Every time you exhale, imagine squeezing a grapefruit between your knees and imagine kicking the wall with your heel rather than your pinky toe. 2 more. Front transversus is strong. And nice. Let's shift. So I'm standing tall on my left side without leaning. And that really tells you how stable and how much you're recruiting in your pelvis and in your pelvic core. Flex the moving foot. Inhale and exhale. So we're not turning externally with that mobile leg. Keep breathing. Base leg is strong. Knee is never locked. This is 5, so we have 5 more. You're doing great. And Ivan is very content, which is good for me. Hopefully your little one is too. Last one. Awesome. So now I'm going to turn sideways and we're going to move back. It's not a tip. So I'm not a teeter-totter. I'm allowing my leg, if my arm is my leg, to move in its socket rather than take the socket with, which is what happens a lot with leg extensions. So neutral pelvis. I'm feeling gluteus maximus, and the counter muscle is that transversus and pelvic floor. So I need this strong in order to recruit this and this to be strong. So here we go. I'm going to balance over on what would be your left leg, toes are forward. Inhale, exhale. Noticing the difference between kicking out to the side and kicking straight back. Exhale to center, keeping the pelvic core strong. Front transverse is strong. Last one. Nice job. I'm going to turn forward. We'll do the opposite side. Balancing on your right leg. Really stand up tall through the crown of the head. Remember, the core starts at the foot. My toes are spreading. My foot is anchoring. My ankle is steady and stable. And you can hold your little one or keep your hands at your pelvis. I'm actually using my thumbs to remind myself to keep the back of my pelvis down. Inhale to extend. 2 more. Last one. Nice job. Chair pose. Either bringing the feet to a comfortable hips distance or together, or if you have a small ball or a block, slide that between the knees, especially if you're still working on keeping stability and keeping healthy alignment. And so I'll turn sideways here for the time being. Pelvis is in neutral. And I'm going to keep my hands on my hips. So nice deep breath in, we're sitting back. A good sign that the calves, Achilles, and maybe even the hamstrings are a little tight is you feel the need to sit forward into the knees. The knees are not a place we put body weight unless you're in a quadruped position. So inhale through the nose, neutral pelvis. Exhale, sit back, and I'm going to hold Ivan and really recruit pelvic floor and pelvic core. So I'm feeling this diving in the front lower core, not because I'm sucking my core in, but because I'm rising up through that pelvic floor, which is going to help me keep an open lower back. So inhale and exhale, just focus on drawing upward and inward. I'm just going to lightly hold his head. Breathe. And then rise to standing. Nice. All right, so now we're going to add a little bit extra into this, okay? So we're going to come into chair pose, and as I sit back into chair, pelvic core contracts, and I'm going to stand tall over onto my right leg, lift my left leg without tipping my hips. So again, the core is lifting my leg, not as though I have a string on the outside of my hip or knee. So I'm going straight up and forward. You doing okay, buddy? All right, he's doing great. All right, so let's start over on the left leg so we can have this back and forth type method. Nice deep breath in. Oh, it's okay. Like I said, you're okay. All right, he's all right. Here we go. And nice deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. And now exhale, lift the right leg without tipping the pelvis. I'm keeping level. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, recruit, stand tall. Remember, we're not leaning back. I'm really feeling my lower deep core super strong right now. Notice how I'm not moving fast. We often confuse speed with effectiveness. I'm keeping level hips and feeling base glute. 2 more. Last one. Nice job. All right, mindfully step down with the right foot, spread the toes, anchor the foot. Really feel the base leg strong. Again, we're not trying to tip the hips. We're trying to lift up kind of through the crown of the head, but through the pelvic floor to the crown of the head. Kind of a different thought process. All right, here we go. Let's try the opposite side. So nice deep breath in. Remember, when we're coming into chair, we're not dumping. We're keeping that neutral pelvis. It's just tipping forward. Here we go. Deep breath in. Exhale, sit back. Engage. Inhale, hold it. Now exhale, rise up as though the pelvic floor is coming up through your right foot into your actual pelvic floor. Hips are level, and then to the crown of the head. And then down, inhale mindfully, and then exhale. Now you can bring weight to both feet when you come down, Or you can challenge yourself and just lightly step the foot down. If you would like to, you can work with hand weights as well. Keep breathing. Two more. Last one. Nice job. Deep breath in, reach the arms overhead. I'm going to turn sideways with slight bent knees. Let your pelvis shift forward. Extend, functional extension. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice job. Step the feet now open into a high squat. So now the toes are going to turn out. Our pelvis is in neutral. We're in an upright position. If we were in functional, we'd be more at a 45-degree angle. Hands can be at the hips, that's just fine, or on little baby. Inhale and exhale, squat down. So I'm engaging again, pelvic floor. I feel like my sit bones are being pulled together, not because I'm squeezing my glutes, but because those deep pelvic floor muscles are engaging. Deep breath in, and now exhale, lift both heels. Inhale, and exhale, engage. Think about it, find a focal point. We're not dumping the front core. I'm trying to stay really stable. Exhale, lift, think about it. Think about the action. Pelvic floor initiates, then I'm going to lift my heels. 5 more. Whoa, I didn't say it would be easy. Interestingly enough, practicing with baby in front after being pregnant for 9 months, it's actually not as hard as you would think. Try to stay in your squat. Exhale, lift. Last one, engage. Nice job. Arms come up overhead, relax the shoulders, deep breath in, sink a little bit deeper, and then slowly press up, lower the arms down. Nice job. Turn out with the right toes. Level your hips. Back foot turns into some sort of an angle that the back heel is the anchor point. Now again, no locking the knees, open your pelvis and chest towards me, no dumping the pelvis forward. Pelvic floor engages, feet are rooted. Exhale, bend the front knee. So nice little warrior 2, I'm going to check the front leg, thighs are rotating out, bottom line of the leg and core is contracting. Inhale, open the arms, relax the shoulders, let's take 5 breaths. Full rotation on the head and neck. Tone the arms, press into the feet. Inhale, lengthen the leg, drop the arms. All right, walk the feet a little bit closer, turn the toes out. Let's come back into that high squat. Neutral pelvis, exhale down. Nice job. Let's bring the arms up overhead, raise that heart rate a little bit. Relax the shoulders, interlace the fingers, turn the palms up, and try to stretch open through the side ribs. Pelvic floor engages, broaden your upper back rather than just lift your front ribs. Sink a little deeper, and then rise up, arms open, let's flip to the opposite side. Level your pelvis, no dumping. The hip flexors are tight, lower back is tight, we're going to feel the need to tip forward. Inhale, exhale. Outer line of the leg is contracted, feet feel very grounded. Just because your body goes there doesn't mean it belongs there. Now tone the arms, palms up if necessary, full rotation on the head, neck, and eyes. Inhale, arms come up, relax your shoulders. Let's take a small step in. Drop down into that squat, deep breath in. Let's lift the heels 5 times. 1, breathe. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower the arms, lengthen up, and slowly walk the feet together. There we go, buddy. It's falling asleep on me. All right, nice deep breath in, find mountain pose. Spread the toes, inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. So remember, don't use that little new one as an excuse not to start to get out and move again. If you're nursing or pumping or even formula feeding, you're finding that sitting is definitely a part of your repertoire for the day. But it doesn't have to be. Get up and move around. Do the leg exercises when you are nursing, or when you're doing the dishes, or when you're changing a diaper. Or if you don't have a baby and you're practicing this routine, just make sure you get up and move. We sit far too much during the day and it's slowly killing us. And it doesn't have to you. From my heart to yours, from my soul to yours, I can't wait to see you again on the mat. Namaste.